From Wilson, number 7, Nick Weitzel. Representing Danville-Cleona, he led Section 5 in rushing yards and TDs, was the offensive back and outstanding back of the year, and an all-state selection, number 9, Phoenix Music. Representing Wyomissing, number 10, Ben Zeckman. Representing Muhlenberg, number 11, Javion DeJesus. From Reading, number 12, he was an all-state selection, Amir Verdine. From Wyomissing, he led Section 4 in rushing TDs, was a section linebacker of the year, and an all-state selection, number 15, Matt Kramer. Representing Daniel Boone, number 18, Robbie Burns. From Hamburg, number 20, Derek Ruiz. Representing Wilson, number 21, Landon Farrell. From Twin Valley, number 22, Nick Harris. Representing Wyomissing, an all-state selection, number 24, Drew Eisenhower. From Muhlenberg High School, number 26, Gio Cabana. From Daniel Boone, number 32, Ryan Souter. Representing Hamburg, number 33, Charlie Settlemoyer. From Conrad Weiser, number 42, Adam Knoll. From Wilson, number 50, Brendan Hopp. Representing Exeter Township, Section 2 Defensive Lineman of the Year and an All-State selection, number 51, Kyle Lash. From Muhlenberg High School, number 52, Charles Juth. Representing Elko, number 53, Hayden Fritt. Representing Exeter Township, he was a Section 2 Offensive Lineman and Outstanding Lineman of the Year, Co-Linebacker of the Year, and an All-State selection, number 55, Lucas Paland. From Twin Valley, number 56, Mason Kettner. Representing Fleetwood, number 58, Noah Yorkowicz. From Palmyra, number 60, Colton Long. Representing Wyomissing, number 65, Jack Gardner. Representing Schuylkill Valley, number 66, Xavier Mateo. From Berks Catholic, number 71, Jacob Colazzo. Representing Schuylkill Valley, number 74, Paul Engelman. From Cedar Crest, number 77, Connor Schwartz. Representing Governor Mifflin, number 78, Aiden Kraus. From Danville-Cleona, number 88, Gavin Keller. Representing Daniel Boone, number 91, Draven Click. And from Governor Mifflin, number 99, Jackson Schools. And now your Tri-County All-Stars from the Lancaster team, coached by George Egger and his staff from Hetfield High School. From Solanco, Section 3 Defensive Back of the Year and an All-State selection, number 1, Josiah Farn. Representing Landpeter Strasburg, he led Section 4 in receiving yards and receiving TDs and was a Section Wide Receiver of the Year, number 2, Hunter Hildenbrand. Representing Henfield, number 3, Grant Hoover. Also from Henfield, number 4, Gabe Benjamin. Representing Elizabethtown, he led Section 3 in passing yards, completions, and TDs, number 5, Josh Rudy. From Warwick, he led Section 2 in passing yards and completions, number 6, Jack Reed. Representing Manheim Township, number 7, Shamir Covington. Representing Lancaster Catholic, he led Section 5 in receiving, touchdowns, was a Section Wide Receiver and Defensive Back of the Year, and an All-State selection, Javon Parker. Representing Elizabethtown, number 9, Cade Capello. From Solanco, an All-State selection, number 10, Elijah Cunningham. Representing Octorara, number 11, Chris Busby. From Columbia High School, number 12, Aiden Miller. Representing Conestoga Valley, number 13, Ish Camacho. From Hempfield High School, number 15, Brian Williams. Representing Garden Spot, number 17, Zach Nagel. From Lancaster Catholic, number 19, Ed Tresh. From Warwick High School, he led Section 2 in receptions and receiving TDs, number 21, Brendan Snyder. Representing Peckway Valley, number 20, Orlando Stolzfus. From Penn Manor, number 23, John Osman. From Donegal High School, number 24, Noah Rohrer. From Conestoga Valley, number 25, Nick Tran. Representing Hempfield, number 32, Aiden Shorter. From Cocalico, an all-state selection, number 34, Tyler Angstadt. Representing Hempfield, number 35, Braden Felsinger. Also from Hempfield, number 38, Cannon Bisco. Representing Solanco, Section 3 Linebacker of the Year, number 50, Nick DiFrancesco. From Penn Manor, number 51, Sebastian Rivera. From Garden Spot, he was a Section 3 Defensive Lineman and Outstanding Lineman of the Year and an All-State selection, number 52, Tyler Hurst. Representing Warwick, number 53, Harmon McKnight. From Lancaster Catholic, number 54, Kellen Murphy. Representing Lampeter Strasburg, an all-state selection, number 55, Luke Hines. From Manheim Township, number 56, Trey Glover. From Solanco, number 62, John Stankus. From Lampeter Strasburg, number 66, Trace Farr. Representing Ephrata, number 3, Section 3 Offensive Lineman of the Year, number 67, Weston Knoll. Representing Manheim Central, number 68, Cole Groff. From Elizabethtown, number 71, Lyndon Olson. Representing Manheim Central, number 72, Wyatt Capriz. From Hempfield High School, Section 1 Linebacker of the Year, number 85, Jacob Percosta. And from Manheim Central, number 86, Kalen Watt. Good luck, gentlemen. And now at this time, would you please rise if able and remove your hats. On this Memorial Day weekend, let us remember all United States military personnel who have died while serving the United States Armed Forces with a moment of silence. And now we honor them and our country with the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner. Performing tonight is Manheim Central student Lillian Passarelli. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight over the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. over the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Lillian.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 21st Annual Tri-County All-Star Football Game featuring some of the best players from the Lancaster, Lebanon, and Berks County High School football teams. I'm Joe Mays, and here with me is Carrie Moyer and Bruce Badgley. We are here with EasternPAFootball.com through Fox 43, going to be covering this All-Star Game tonight in beautiful Mannheim at Eldon Retu Stadium. Expecting an interesting game tonight, as for the first time we're getting to see the Lancaster teams fight the entire allotment of Berks County schools, plus schools from Lebanon. A little inter-league rivalry developing here tonight for the first time ever.
Yeah, Kerry, I mean, pretty interesting with the bloodlines being drawn, huh?
It is. And again, it's not our first rodeo here, Bruce. And of course, we did a few years ago where the only representative was, Wilson, for, in being part of the LL League. So having, the Berks and Lebanon contingency tonight for the first time going up against the Lancaster All-Stars. I think it's going to be a great night for football. It's just great, got to get down on the turf, before the game, catch up with a lot of guys. Just excited about tonight.
The national anthem is over. The coin toss is done. The captains have left the field, Bruce, but I didn't see a flyover.
Yeah, I didn't see a flyover. I know that's something that Mike Williams has always wanted. I mean, the one thing I think that hasn't happened now, we've got actually the Tri-County All-Star Game. Mike Williams really pleased about that, the fact that we actually have representation from all three of the counties. A flyover, yeah, that's what he eventually all wants. But I'll tell you what, thanks for joining us here on Fox 43. Really appreciate it. But, as you talked about, this isn't really our first rodeo here. We started covering this game, quite a few years ago. And just a great organization, the Mannheim Touchdown Club. And now the rest of the area gets to see what a great all-star game we have. Right, Kerry?
Absolutely. And, again, great night for football. And we'll be talking about a lot of these young men and their future plans as we go through tonight.
All right, and we're ready for the kickoff.
Berks Lebanon, wearing the red jerseys, kicks it off to the blue team composed of the Lancaster All-Stars. A short kick returned by Team Lancaster, again, wearing blue. And they will start from about the 28-yard line.
Number 51, Kyle Lash.
Elijah Cunningham with the return for the Lancaster All-Stars.
Kyle Lash on the stop there.
You're going to hear that name a lot tonight.
Going to hear that name a lot. Exeter Township product, headed off to Albright at the next level.
He's going to be starting here for the Berks Lebanon All-Stars. He's wearing jersey number 51 in red, and he had quite a year for Exeter this year. He was also named first team All-State in the 5A level.
Number 6, Jack Reed at quarterback.
Jack Reed at quarterback for Lancaster in the shotgun. First play of the game from scrimmage. He is pressured. He unloads it deep downfield to number 8, but it is incomplete. Intended for Javon Parker. And the Lancaster team wanted interference called on Berks Lebanon's Mackay Cooper, but no laundry on the field.
Looking at the replay there, that was, it could have gone either way. But
well, it's a great opportunity to engage the fans early in the game. We're here on the home side, the blue side, so fans down below us a little bit salty about that one.
Reed in the shotgun once again. He is flanked by running back Grant Hoover, number 3 from Hempfield, who does get the handoff, but he is stuffed at the line of scrimmage, and in there for the red team is number 33, Zettelmoyer, from his linebacker position.
That's one of your PSAC guys, Kerry. Grant Hoover, right? Isn't he Westchester?
Yeah, Grant Hoover, the running back for the Lancaster All-Stars, heading to Westchester.
So we have 3 Westchester guys playing on the roster tonight. So again, everybody join us Also, I am the PSAC columnist for D2Football.com, the national website, and so I'll be talking about our PSAC East representatives here throughout the night.
Jack Reed back once again, pressured, tries to break free, does get the ball off, but is hit as he throws and is incomplete. Pass intended once again for Javon Parker.
So again, for those of you who join us, the PSAC, the D2 conference here in Pennsylvania, they're on the rosters tonight. We have 14 representatives from the PSAC playing tonight, and there are 10 playing for the Lancaster team, and there's 4 2023 commits playing for the Berks Lebanon team.
So the Lancaster All-Stars in blue will have to punt on their first attempt. It is bobbled, but they do get the kickoff, and that is Canabisco from Hempfield, who recovers, boots it, gets a nice roll, and it's going to go inside the 10 and be down at the 9.
Wow.
So great a recovery by Bisco, who was a unanimous first-team kicker for the LL.
Yeah, that was near disaster. It turned out very well for him there, Kerry.
Bruce, how many times on broadcast through the years have we talked about all 3 phases of the game? And you know, we've seen that haunt teams throughout the years. You know, in the kicking game.
Well, especially in these all-star games where you don't have anybody who's played with anybody else. So, I think having a long snapper is probably paramount.
Mason Rotelli gets the start for the Berks Lebanon All-Stars at quarterback. Hand up the middle, goes nowhere, stuffed at the line of scrimmage is the Berks ball carrier, number 9, Phoenix Music. The stellar career for him at Anvil Cleona. He was the LL Section 5 Outstanding Back of the Year, Outstanding Offensive Back of the Year, and, of course, first-team running back. Just electric stuff from Phoenix Music, and a fantastic name on top of that. He had over 2,200 rushing yards this past year and was named first-team All-State at the 2A level. Rotelli rolls out to his right, launches it downfield for his running back, Gio Cavana, who they rule catches it inbounds just in front of midfield, still on the Berks Lebanon side at the 49.
Wow, nice roll out there. Let's see Cavana kind of tight rope the sideline there. Defender all over him there at the end, but just gets that elbow down inbounds for the catch.
Rotelli, the quarterback from Exeter Township as well. Matt Bauer is the head coach at Exeter. He's the head coach for the Red Team, Berks Lebanon, and Rotelli had a very successful season last year for Coach Bauer.
The handoff goes to Music, who's got the edge, is tripped up and fumbles on the play, but I believe he's being ruled down. The initial contact was Josiah Foreign from Solanco.
Yeah, let's see. He definitely had the elbow hit the ground, and that's what caused the fumble on that one.
So, and of course, head coach Matt Gingrich at Anvil Cleona. The first time we did an all-star game here, he was coaching one of the teams, and again, always love catching up with Coach Gingrich. He was one of my players way back in the day before he headed off at Anvil, before he headed off to the Ville, and now very successful coaching career himself.
2nd and 6 for the Berks Lebanon All-Stars. It goes to Rotelli, who quick tosses it to Cavana, who's going to be hit for a 3-yard loss in the backfield. Great play by the Lancaster All-Stars, led by number 55, Luke Hines, the defensive lineman from Lampeter Strasburg, also going to a PSAC school, Shippensburg.
Yeah, strung that out very well. Got some help for the tackle for loss.
Shippensburg well represented here in this all-star game tonight. And looks like 6 total players that are on the field tonight are 2023 commits that are going to be headed out to Shippensburg in the fall.
So 3rd and 9 for the Berks Lebanon All-Stars. Rotelli is in the shotgun, drops back, under pressure. He's going to call his own number and take it here. He's working towards the sideline, still going. Gets a good gain, but is going to be short. It will be about 4th and 1 for the Berks Lebanon All-Stars.
Well, he broke contain, was heading to the sideline, snuck up down the sideline there, but I don't think he had enough for the first down, Kerry.
Well, I think our friends in the stripes.
They did.
Beg to differ.
Apparently they did. Apparently he reached just enough to get the first down. So it will be 1st and 10 for the Berks Lebanon All-Stars.
We don't have that illuminated down marker, Carrie.
We got to go with that. So we're going to talk about all of our travels there. So for those of you joining the first time, there's some schools that Bruce and I have done broadcasts with illuminated down markers, and he likes that.
Phoenix Music off the edge. He's going to pick up a first down and a little bit more. So Berks Lebanon off to a good start on the legs of both quarterback Mason Rotelli and running back Phoenix Music.
Nice seal on the edge, got to the outside, and good speed to get away from the defenders.
Berks Lebanon has 1st and 10 at the 25. Same backfield as it's been, Rotelli and Music. It's a fake to Music. Rotelli rolls out. Under pressure, though. He's still alive, launches it, but it's going to be out of bounds. 4 Lancaster players all over Rotelli on that.
Yeah, he was running for his life. It's amazing he got away from that one. I mean, he went to his head. I don't know why that wasn't a roughing the passer call, but well out of bounds when he tried to catch it.
Refs are keeping the flags in their pockets for the time being. We'll see if that continues the rest of the evening.
You know, that's usually been the case. They've always kind of let things, play out. The officials definitely have, at least in the games that we've been involved with, Carrie, they've pretty much done that. They let these guys play and showcase their own talents.
Yeah, and good sportsmanship from both sides so far, too. And, again, a lot of these guys on both sides going to play together at the next level.
Second down is a handoff to Phoenix Music. Gets just a little bit, maybe a yard. So it's going to be 3rd and 9 here for Berks Lebanon. See what Coach Bauer can draw up for 3rd and long.
Boy, the Berks team chewing up the clock. We're down to 7:24 here in opening quarter. And I think that there are some, it was funny, I didn't get an opportunity to get, reschooled on the rules again, but there are rules where you have to have certain percentages of runs and passes in this game.
Trips formation for Berks Lebanon. Rotelli in the shotgun, takes a snap, throws a little swing pass to Gio Cavana, and he is fast. He makes a man miss and then is tripped up inside the 10 down to the 7. So Berks Lebanon threatening here halfway through the first quarter.
No, great job there with, long yardage to get to the first down, getting a playmaker out in space, picking up the first down, and 1st and goal from the 8. So great opportunity here early going for Berks Lebanon in the red.
Yeah, good play call there. I think they've got to play man-to-man all around. So swinging that out, trying to get a linebacker on the back there. But that's a tough assignment for that linebacker.
Jaden Goebel is in the backfield now with Cavana and Rotelli. Rotelli takes a snap. It is quarterback all the way. He's trying to get to the edge, but he's going to be pushed out of bounds for a 3-yard loss by number 52 from the Lancaster All-Stars, Tyler Hurst from Garden Spot.
Yeah, good defense there by the Lancaster squad. Just kind of strung it out. Nobody was open for Rotelli on that one.
Also 4 yards on the play.
Again, it's just an awesome opportunity for these young men to come out and have one more time to, play this great game as high school guys. And, I think, Bruce, you've been at a lot of them the last few weeks here with the different all-star games. Of course, the East-West games, the big school, the small school, and, of course, the granddaddy of them all, if there is for high school football, with the Big 33 game coming up.
Rotelli rolls out to his right on 2nd and 12, heaves it to the end zone, but is out of bounds. Intended receiver was Jovan Hollis from Exeter.
Yeah, and I even got up to see the Colonial Schuylkill. That kind of, kicked it off there. The first week of May, they kind of get that in as the first All-Star game. And as you talked about, Carrie, I mean, it was so much fun at the East-West, the big school and small school games. A lot of Lancaster, Berks, and Lebanon teams. Your buddy Matt Gingrich, I mean, he won the small school tournament game there for the East squad. So that was great. I really had an opportunity to talk to Matt pregame, listen to these coaches, how they try and have to, put these squads together with very limited practice and with rarely the same group. I just don't know how they do it.
Well, and I think that's one of the things that, when you and I talked, earlier in the week, too, just about the quality of those games and being good games throughout the game, coming down to the end. Again, that's just, it's great for the fans to see as well.
Yeah, it was. I was very impressed, as were most everybody on the sidelines there. In the small school East, the MVP was Berks player J.J. Jordan. He's actually up for an award here tonight at halftime. There are awards given out. Players of the Year in different categories that we'll have for you as well. So the Manheim Touchdown Club with their awards, those will be done at halftime. So stick with us during halftime for all those great awards. And I tell you what, the Manheim Touchdown Club, they really do it right, don't they, Kerry?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, when we, pre-COVID, when we started doing this, just the event, leading up to this, and again, it's really just well run, start to finish.
All right, we're out of our timeout here. 3rd and 12 for Berks Lebanon. Rotelli in the shotgun, hurls it deep for Goebel, just out of his reach in the end zone, incomplete. So Berks Lebanon facing 4th down. It looks like Coach Bauer is going to call on his kicking unit.
And I was expecting this to be the X factor tonight. Jackson Schools, really an outstanding kicker for Governor Mifflin. Let's see if it does come down to special teams, Kerry. I tell you, Jackson, just one of the most consistent kickers. You and I did the Mifflin games for a couple years there. I mean, I don't think the guy missed an extra point in, 2+ years.
No, and that was, again, that's, the time period, Nick Singleton time period, high power offense. They put up a lot of points, and he was money.
Good snap, but the kick is missed.
Oh, my.
Jackson Schools misses that one. A little bit of a jinx there from Bruce, I think.
Of course, it was my fault that he missed that kick. I mean, I'll take the blame there. But like I said, that was one of the things that I thought that, maybe the Berks squad might have an advantage in with the special teams, Kerry. We talk about, special teams being such an important part of the game, and I think even more so in these all-star games.
No, definitely. And, again, with the high school and the wide hashes, you get some – you can get almost too close with the angles that you've got to do. But, of course, school's doing the kicking and doing the punting tonight for Berks Lebanon. Haven't seen him yet. Is Adam Knoll. Knoll's a name that we know from kicking excellence from Conrad Weiser. And the latest Knoll here, Adam, he'll be head off to East Stroudsburg in the fall.
Lancaster takes over. First play is a pass from number 5, Josh Rudy, the quarterback from Elizabethtown.
Yeah, good protection, good route. Look, those defensive backs are going to give them some cushion. I mean, it's just one-on-one there all day long. So,
and Hunter Hildebrand, number 2 there on the reception from Lampier Stroudsburg, and he'll be head off to Shippensburg in the fall. One of the many Shippensburg guys here tonight.
Yeah, there are a lot of them. All right, it's going to be 2nd and 3 for the Lancaster All-Stars. Rudy still in at quarterback in the shotgun. Oh, some miscommunication and a fumble.
I think that was a forward
by. They're ruling that a toss.
I think it was a forward pass.
All right,
yeah.
so the shovel pass falls incomplete. Had been recovered by number 50, Brendan Hoff out of Wilson, but the refs are ruling that it was a shovel pass and not a miscue on a handoff. So Lancaster now facing 3rd and 3, about 5 minutes left in the first quarter here at Retu Stadium, the home of the Manheim Central Barons. We have a stoppage here. So timeout was called by Team Lancaster. So each team already using one timeout in the first half.
I was talking to head coach George Egger before the game, and he kept it pretty simple. He said, we're going to try and score points, and we're going to try and stop them from scoring, and that's our strategy today. So,
It's pretty sound, if you ask me.
Yep. That's what it's all about in these all-star games. You go out there, have fun. But I tell you what, the one thing that I think all of us understand from watching this game over the years is how competitive it is. Okay, it was always competitive and it was kind of, inter-Lancaster. Now with, the battle lines being drawn between, Lebanon Berks versus Lancaster County teams, definitely the blood's flowing out there. I mean, there's a lot of good hitting. These guys are amped up. What do you think, Kerry?
Definitely, being down on the field pregame, just seeing the guys, the opportunity to come out and play again, talking to a few of the guys who are going to be heading off to the PSAC schools in the fall. They just are, like you said, amped for this opportunity to, one more time in high school.
Timeout is over. On 3rd and 3, Josh Rudy goes to his receiver for a first down. Number 13 hauled in the pass, Ish Camacho out of Conestoga Valley.
Yeah, and I think you're going to see him. He had plenty of time. Clears out there. I think maybe a missed assignment by the linebacker, but could have been a little bit of a zone defense there. I don't know on who really had him at that point.
The important part here, moves the chains, got a first down. Ball on their own 34 going out for the Lancaster squad in blue.
Rudy rolls out to his right towards us. He's going to launch a pass deep downfield intended for number 2, Hunter Hildenbrand out of Lampeter Strasburg. He had a step but had to slow down. The pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, good heave here and good protection by that Lancaster line deep down the field, but just out of Hildebrand's reach.
Yeah, kind of ISO'd on that right side of the offensive line there. On that last play, did a nice job. Lyndon Olson, number 71.
Just kudos to our camera guy over there, Tom Klitsch. I mean, tremendous job getting that entire play, including the ball in flight.
2nd and 10 for Lancaster. Handoff up the middle. Gets about 7 on the carry. I am unable to tell who that is as his jersey is rolled up so high I can't read the number.
Oh, gosh.
Joe, don't get Bruce started on jerseys.
Hey, clearly, Mike Williams had, I think, a lot to do with the design of these jerseys because they are pretty good. I mean, pretty big numbers, white on red or white on blue, pretty easy to pick up, even for me.
That says a lot, and they're perfect.
Oh, and Berks, Lebanon's jumping off sides and is going to give Lancaster a free first down with that penalty. A whole host of defensive linemen wearing red came across the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and that definitely was encroachment there. That Lancaster line really didn't move.
Center out there tonight for the Lancaster team in blues, number 66, Trace Barr. He'll be head off to Millersville in the fall.
So 1st and 10 from their own 46. Rudy for Lancaster drops back, scans the field, rolls to his left. Now he's going to keep it and go out of bounds with a gain of 1 yard.
Yeah, good defense there by that secondary of Lebanon Berks. Has to call his own number. Still picked up a decent gain.
We have a 2nd down and 9.
2nd and 9 for the Lancaster All-Stars. Still looking for the first points of the game. 3 minutes, 32 seconds left in the first quarter. Rudy, quick pass outside, is bobbled and ruled incomplete.
Well, Lancaster team featuring the pass here.
It's a nice job by the right defensive end. Click. He is 6'5", and he got his hands up, and he's from Daniel Boone. He's out there in the light blue helmet up top, number 91, and he will be head off to Westchester in the fall to play for the Golden Rams.
Third and 9 for Lancaster. Rudy in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Hurls it outside, intended for number 8, Javon Parker. Bit of a miscommunication. Parker wasn't quite ready for where the ball was placed. And Lancaster will now trot out their punter, and they will punt on 4th and 9.
Yeah, one of those nice nights where the weather conditions really no factor at all. My God, just a beautiful evening, not a breath of wind, perfect temperature for football.
Cannon Bisco had issues with the first snap, but then punted a nice one, pinning Berks Lebanon inside their own 10-yard line. He gets this one off, and there's an opportunity possibly to field it, though. It's bouncing around. Makai Cooper does field it, but is taken immediately at the 10-yard line. Another good punt and good punt coverage by the Lancaster All-Stars.
Yeah, but a good job by Makai, making sure that he fielded it. There's an opportunity that ball could have made it all the way down to the goal line. So good job by him in saving yardage. So quickly, I want to talk about our sponsors for tonight. One of our cell phone repair in the Shillington Shopping Center. Check them out. Great job. They did a great job on my tablet. I wish I could have been able to give you a before and after picture. I mean, incredible job that these guys can do in an afternoon at a reasonable cost. Cell phone repair in the Shillington Shopping Center.
The quarterback rotation continues for the All-Star teams. In now for Berks Lebanon is number 10, Ben Zeckman from Wyomissing. He will attempt to pass on his first play of the game, and it goes to Muhlenberg running back Gio Cavana, again out of the backfield. Great pitch and catch there, although Cavana is now shaken up on the play.
You can see that's a mismatch, the running back on the linebacker. Yeah, and he did hit his shoulder awful hard.
Cavana was first team LL running back, honorable mention, defensive back after his 2022 season with the Mules. He'll be playing football at Alvernia.
Again, just can't talk about it enough. Again, over the years doing the broadcast with Bruce, just talk about how incredible, high school football is in Pennsylvania. Of course, now, with the 6 classifications, but, just all the opportunities here in Pennsylvania for, these guys to go on and play. There's, of course, everybody's, familiar with the Penn States, the Pitts, the Temples, all the fine D1 FCS schools that we have here, with Villanovas and, the Penns and the Lehighs and the Bucknells, but the amount of D3 schools that we have here as well for opportunities, and so many that are just so close. For those guys from the Berks schools, right there, of course, it's Albright and Alvernia, both in Reading, that are there. You get into Lebanon, my alma mater there with LVC, of course, Franklin Marshall, F&M, down in Lancaster, and in Berks County, as far as the PSAC schools, of course, Kutztown is there, and then in Lancaster County here is Millersville.
Zeckman hands off to his Wyomissing teammate, Matt Kramer, who's just bullish running through there. They're going to also get 15 yards tacked on with multiple face masks on that play.
Oh, my God.
I guess with the rolling helmet, they felt compelled to call that.
Wow. You're right. The roll. I think 2 guys had him on that play, but anyway, looks like he's up and out.
Zeckman Kramer was quite the duo for the Spartans the last few years, and it's nice to see them continuing that trend here in Manheim in the All-Star game. Kramer was the Section 4 linebacker of the year, first-team linebacker and second-team running back for his senior season this past fall.
And all 3 of us have had the opportunity to see the Spartans over the last few years and the run that they've had. And Coach O'Neill, line coach, had hit me up and said he would be here. I didn't get to see him yet. But,
yeah, there's a great crowd. Absolutely great crowd here. Look at that visiting sideline, and the stands really packed here. I know Mike Williams was concerned about that.
Music checks in for Kramer, but it is a pass. Zekman rolls, tosses it to the sidelines, but it looks like there's going to be holding on Team Berks Lebanon.
Yeah, that flag came out early. Boy, Zekman took a shot. Tyler Eggstad, wow. Put a licking on him.
Well, Tyler Angstad was a first-team LL linebacker for Cocalico, and he looks the part on the football field, but he will actually be playing baseball collegiately and not football.
Wow. Well, just look at Amir Burdine. I mean, he's, was on the basketball championship team for Reading High, and, he's playing football here in college. So a lot of guys go, different sports, and I guess that's why colleges are interested in them, because they're such good athletes.
That's always the thing. It's always a big talking point with recruiting about the guys are the multiple sport athletes.
On 1st and 30, the quick handoff to Phoenix. Music goes nowhere. He is swarmed by a host of Team Lancaster defenders. He loses a yard, bringing up 2nd and 31.
Ouch.
Not a lot of plays in the playbook for that on a standard team, and an all-star team, I can't think there's too many to cover 31 yards. They'll get a few plays to cover that ground, though. Quarterback Zekman is out in the shotgun, flanked by Music in the backfield. He takes the snap, scans downfield, launches it deep, intended for number 3, Makai Cooper. It's a bit overthrown, almost intercepted by Lancaster. Number 1, Josiah Foreign from Solanco. He likes to get his hands on the ball. He was the Section 3 Defensive Back of the Year.
Yeah, and he read that play the whole way. Let's just say there was no way he was getting beaten deep, and if he needed to come back to the ball, clearly he could have.
So what started out as a very fast-moving start to the first quarter, it is considerably slowed down here with 1:22 left.
I think we're going to, because they've got to have a percentage of running and a percentage of passing. I mean, we're going to see some clock moving with some runs here pretty soon, I got to believe.
3rd and 31 for Berks Lebanon. Zekman in the shotgun. Checks down to Phoenix Music, who is wrapped up and taken down immediately by Lancaster's number 23, John Osman, the linebacker from Penn Manor.
And again, good recognition by that Lancaster defense. No hesitation.
Always talk about getting the ball into the hands of your playmakers, get them out space and make a play. And when you're out there on an island like that and you have a great opportunity to make that tackle, just what the Lancaster team needed. Okay, first time we're going to see Adam Knoll tonight, and again, talked earlier about the Knoll name and the legacy there of kickers and punters from Conrad Weiser, and Knoll will be headed to East Stroudsburg this fall to be a Warrior.
He gets the kickoff. It's a low one, bounces near the 20, keeps rolling, and is down by number 3 for Berks Lebanon, Makai Cooper from Wilson. So Lancaster will take over from their own 13-yard line.
Yeah, and hard to believe, but really the defense is playing very well in this game so far. I mean, these defensive backs and the linebackers have done a pretty good job in these one-on-one matchups, Kerry.
Yeah, it's kind of, Joe, you can attest to this too. It's kind of like coming into camp. It usually always takes a little bit longer for an offense to click and gel, and defense, and especially run-based defenses here, you kind of can line up and play. So, but again, we've got no score on the board yet, but it's going to be a long night, and see who can connect first here on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, that Berks Lebanon drive earlier seems to have been a bit of an anomaly so far, though if I recall, I feel like these games are usually pretty high scoring. And usually the offenses get in gear after the first quarter or so, and we'll start to see some touchdowns pile up. The first play for Lancaster is an incomplete pass on their series here. 2nd and 10 with 18 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, the games have kind of gone both ways. I've seen them where I think one ended 10-7 and another one ended like 45-34. So I guess it just depends, you know. But, you know, the level of athletes that we've got out there on both teams, I think, are clearly very good so far.
Yeah, as I was going over the rosters earlier, I counted 58 first, second, or honorable mention LL players on this Lancaster team wearing blue, and 45 for Team Berks Lebanon that were named either first, second, or honorable mention in their LL postseason awards. So a lot of athletic talent out on the field right now. Defensive players getting the best of them as Jack Reed's pass is completed short for 7 yards. 3rd and 3 for Lancaster. 12 seconds left in the first quarter.
And you were talking about talent. Remember, there were guys that were playing in the East, West, and the Big 33 yet too. So I mean,
Warwick quarterback Jack Reed rifles it out to number 21, Brendan Snyder. Teammate at Warwick, teammate on Team Lancaster. That will give them a first down as we draw awfully close to the end of the first quarter. And that'll do it. Quarter 1 in the books. Team Lancaster 0, Team Berks Lebanon 0 as well.
we want to thank our title sponsor for tonight, Go MVP. Go MVB. Go MVB is a public relations firm that specializes in high-end, personalized, athlete-based promotion. Go MVB's targeted exposure is for high school boy and girl athletes that want to play their sport at the college level from D3 up to D1. 85% of Go MVB athletes receive offers. Go to gomvb.com/SSM special to get started today. Go MVB is the title sponsor of EasternPennsylvaniaFootball.com's player previews in 100 days. Thanks, Go MVB.
And if you haven't gotten your game program or your 50-50 ticket, there's still plenty of time to do that.
We're flipping the field here to get started in the second quarter from Manheim. 0-0 tie.
Again, a beautiful night here in Manheim, and sun's still up, obviously, but we have no shadows on the field now. Getting ready to start the clock in the 12 minutes of the second quarter.
Coach Ager's got a bunch of Hempfield players with him here at the All-Star game, including right now for Team Lancaster, Jack Reed from Warwick, and then the Hempfield running back number 3, Grant Hoover, who takes the handoff for a nice gain on 1st and 10.
Yeah, fake jab step to the right, back to the left. Good seal block by the tackle there. Gets him to the outside.
Grant Hoover, a Westchester commit, will be playing in the PSAC East this fall.
I got to see Grant Hoover in person last fall, Wilson Hempfield game, and Grant Hoover was incredibly impressive, so not surprised at all to see him here on this All-Star field this evening, and Westchester is certainly getting a good one.
Oh, I had an opportunity to interview him. I mean, just an impressive young man, and you're exactly right. Westchester's getting a good one there.
Reed and Hoover in the backfield once again. Reed will attempt a pass here. He's flushed by Kyle Lash. Reed continues. Oh, Lash gets up and gets him again anyways. Like we said earlier, we figured we hear it from number 51 wearing red often, and there he is. Kyle Lash gets his first sack of the game on Jack Reed.
No, great job there of just keeping the motor going. Hoover had a really, really nice block on him initially, but just got right back up and kept with the roll-up. But Hoover very much fits a prototype of the Westchester backs there. The backs, of course, coached by Coach Osagia Sunday, and excited to watch his career progression.
3rd and 8 for Lancaster. Double twin wide receivers out wide. Jack Reed takes the snap, drops back, rifles it to number 17, Zach Nagel, out of garden spot for a big gain on 3rd and 8. And that'll give Lancaster a first down, and they are now in Berks Lebanon territory for the first time tonight.
Well, they kind of spread them out with the formation and then hit the empty spot up the middle. Great play design there by Coach Bauer and the Exeter staff.
I was really, starting to see them stretch the field there a little bit and getting all those guys vertical. Twins up top on this formation.
Reed will give it off to Hoover, though, and he's swallowed up. Gain of 1. Tackle made by number 71 from the Berks team, Jacob Colazzo out of Berks Catholic.
And Colazzo from Berks Catholic is another one of those guys that'll be head off to the PSAC East, and he'll be heading to Westchester as well.
Boy, I tell you, he is a monster. When you stand next to Jacob Colazzo, I tell you what, he is just exudes confidence. And, again, Westchester with another good player coming out of this game.
2nd and 9. Reed scans the field, tosses it out quickly, intended for number 8, Javon Parker. It's a bit short, falls incomplete. So Lancaster now facing 3rd and 9. 9:50 left to play in the first half.
Yeah, and just speaking to that a little bit, he's 6'3", 270 right now, and you and I were up at Hamburg earlier in the week at an event up there. Some high school guys getting to showcase themselves. Got to talk to a lot of the PSAC coaches that were there. Guys were there from Millersville, J.C. Morgan, the head coach, and some of his staff, and Bloomsburg and East Stroud, and it's just, and Kutztown, of course. And it's just one of those things. As offensive linemen, it's everybody needs them.
Reed calls his own number on a scramble and gets the first down. A little bit of a broken play. He was under a bit of a pressure, got loose towards the left sideline, and picks up the first down for Lancaster. So Team Blue still driving.
Yeah, still a great job by that secondary carry. Not a lot open down there.
I'm talking about linemen. You go to the secondary first. I'll finish up that thought, but it doesn't matter if it's D1 FBS, D1 FCS, D3. Finding offensive linemen, and talking to a lot of the PSAC coaches, it's really, there's kind of a group out there, a pool that they're, with this recruiting class that everybody was trying to bring in.
On 1st and 10, Reed takes the snap, is going deep, intended for Javon Parker, goes up and makes a beautiful catch in the end zone, hauls it in, touchdown Lancaster.
He had some time, works out to the left. He beats his man, and a nice grab, elevating perfectly for that grab.
Exactly what I'd expect from a first-team wide receiver, kick returner, and defensive back. Incredible hands by Parker, the Lancaster Catholic, soon-to-be graduate. And that's our first points of the game here at the 2023 Tri-County All-Star Game.
Nice job up front, especially with it was kind of ISOing on the left tackle there, Olson, and nice job of pass pro.
Cannon Bisco on for the extra point. Snap is down, Bisco's up, and Bisco is good. So 7-0, Team Lancaster leads Team Berks Lebanon here with 9:14 left in the second quarter. They found some life on that drive, led by quarterback Jack Reed, first with his feet, then with his arms, getting the touchdown to Javon Parker.
Well, every Sunday or Monday evening, tune in to the Get Signed and Succeed podcast. Coach Cohn, Coach Cox, and myself talk about all topics related to college football recruiting. Last week, we had the assistant head coach for Wake Forest, Dave, going on talking about making a great highlight film. This week, topic, college scholarship offer timetable, what you players can expect to see, what time of year when it comes to interest from schools. But we take questions live through the chat. It's a lot of fun. It's out on YouTube. You can get it. The links from one-of-one life skills from Coach Cox and from Coach Cohen at GetRecruitedConsulting.com. It's the Get Signed and Succeed podcast, live Sunday and Monday, and on demand anytime on SportsStream Premium Network.
Oh, the recruiting game, Bruce. Oh, my, how it has changed.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
Bisco tees it up at the 40. The kick is down and deep all the way to the goal line. Wilson's Makai Cooper, wearing number 3 here, takes it out, tries to bounces it outside, but a swarm of Lancaster defenders are there, including number 86, Kalen Watt, a first-team LL outside linebacker, and someone, Kerry, committed to Millersville.
To the Bill, and talked to we saw Coach Morgan earlier in the week, and back and forth with him a little bit last night about the guys that he has coming in, and the Bill has 3 guys here playing tonight. 2 that are on the Lancaster team with Trey Sparrow, who I mentioned earlier, and Watt, who Joe just mentioned, and over on the Berks team, Aiden Fritsch from Elko.
So Berks Lebanon starting from their own 11, and on first down, Mason Rutelli finds number 15, Matt Kramer from Wyomissing. Good for about 6 yards on first down. A great first play to start this drive for Team Berks Lebanon.
Yeah, good move there. One of the things that's a constant, Kerry, when I'm at these practices here for this event is, how different players are now getting a different feel of coaching from other coaches, that they haven't been with. And a lot of the players really like that about these All-Star games.
Rutelli again, this time hands off to Phoenix Music, and he is hit immediately by number 52. There he is again, Tyler Hurst, Section 3 Defensive Lineman of the Year and Section 3 Outstanding Lineman. Quite a factor so far along that defensive line for Team Lancaster is Tyler Hurst.
Just talking about what you were, mentioning there, Bruce, again, for a lot of these guys, and again, you do see some turnover in high school staffs from time to time, but when you look around, the LL, and you look around Berks, a lot of the coaching staffs are fairly consistent. So, and obviously these guys are used to working in the schemes that they are and, being given an assignment. So, it's a nice little opportunity, and again, Joe and I were talking about a lot of these guys beforehand. Of course, I've been talking about the PSAC commits, but there's a lot of guys going to a lot of different places from D1 FCS, to all the way through Division III here, and that's going to be something for these guys to be able to adjust to at the next level. Different schemes, being asked to do different things, and I know I was very fortunate. When I played college ball, I had the same head coach, the same offensive coordinator, and the same offensive line coach the whole time I was there. That's I talked to some of these guys. Yeah,
that's not the norm anymore.
I talked to some of these guys. It's like you have 2-3 different coordinators in the time that you're in school, and or different position coaches. And again, it's that's the thing. If you have a coaching staff that's too successful, they make the bump, to moving onward and upward. Or it's if they're not successful, there's the a lot of schools are really quick to make a change these days. I'll talk more about that later.
We're back out of a timeout taken by Berks Lebanon. Rutelli is hit once again by Tyler Hurst, number 52 for Lancaster. He really decked. Mason
it was almost unabated to the quarterback that time. Wow. Yeah. He got in there so fast.
Really hits probably an understatement there.
Oh, man. Just got blasted. He's okay, though. Jeez.
He is walking off, favoring his right arm. Hopefully, Rutelli is okay. That was third down. The ball came out, but it was ruled incomplete. So Team Berks Lebanon now facing 4th and 5, deep in their own territory, and they will punt.
And remember, there will be, most valuable players of the game for both teams given. We'll be doing that for Eastern PA football sportsolutions.com and also our Sports Solutions Marketing. And, wow, we need to start, writing some stuff down here because clearly number 52 right now is done an extremely good job in this first half in wreaking havoc on this Berks offense.
Yeah, you said it. He has been the one to stand out defensively for Lancaster so far.
Maybe a runaway freight train award would be good.
Well, clearly.
They sneak the punt off. That's Adam Knoll kicking it, and he gets a nice roll as it continues to move into Lancaster territory, and it is then downed at the 28.
I think
Little
we
extracurricular activity.
And that just hurts. I mean, just when you get the ball deep down in the end there, I'll be honest with you, we didn't see much of that. Sometimes the East-West games kind of, degrade into, a personal foul fest, but they were well played, last weekend, and you hate to see that in these all-star games with the, personal fouls, especially there where it costs you some good field position.
Yeah, Exeter coach Matt Bauer is going to have to reel in his players here, get them to calm down and stop self-infliction penalties here, as Lancaster is going to get 15 free yards after that personal foul penalty on the punt.
15-yard penalty moves the ball out to the 43-yard line.
And again, don't forget the Get Signed and Succeed podcast every Sunday or Monday on SSP Network.
So 1st and 10 for Lancaster from their own 43. Number 5, Josh Rudy in at quarterback. Makes the pass to number 9, Cade Capello out of Elizabethtown. Picking up about 7 on that first down play. It'll be 2nd and 3rd. 7:15 left here in the second quarter. Team Lancaster leads Team Berks Lebanon 7-0.
And again, the Berks team, other than that opening drive, they've really been held in check, Kerry, by that Lancaster defense.
No, the Lancaster defense has been playing with a little bit of passion.
There's Grant Hoover. Looked to be stopped short, but kept the feet moving. Plunges past the first down marker, so Lancaster will get a fresh set of downs.
Oh, fresh set of downs.
There you go. There's a blast from the past first.
We're still doing fresh set of downs. I mean, myself, Dave Micah, Joe Santalaquito, we kind of got Eastern PA, covered there, and that'll be picking up again in April. August. I didn't bring it up. You did, but
I didn't bring it up. Joe did.
Oh, okay. Fresh set of downs. Okay.
Hey, gotta put in those little Easter eggs for our listeners. Rudy drops back, throws it deep. Pass is caught by number 10, Elijah Cunningham, the Solanco wide receiver. A unanimous first-team athlete putting on a show right there. Really tight coverage by Makai Cooper, but he's still able to reel in the pass, and Team Lancaster is threatening once again.
No, Cunningham, 6 foot 170, listed as one of those guys that we have listed as going the ship, and just a great football play by a great football player there.
So Lancaster starting to separate here these last few drives. They've got a lot of energy and momentum, looking to go up by multiple scores here with 6:21 left in the second quarter. Rudy, the second-team LL quarterback from Elizabethtown, in the shotgun, hands it off to, I believe that was Solanco running back Josiah Warren, possibly. Again, that jersey's rolled up way high.
Yeah, I find it's kind of the same thing as like calling girls basketball. Sometimes you can't read the numbers because the ponytails over there and over the number. That it's kind of hiked up over the, that protective equipment they have in the lower back. I can't tell what number that is either, Joe.
2nd and 3. Touchdown.
Covington, I think.
Touchdown Lancaster. He goes to the fans, celebrates with some water, gets a penalty for that celebration. You knew that one was coming.
Yeah.
And we have a dead ball flag.
Yeah, you can see. I kind of cut it off there before the celebration there. But, wow, the Lancaster team really taking command now, Kerry.
They are.
Looks like the officials are having a little conversation with the guys.
All right, I thought it was number 1. It was number 7, Shamir Covington. You called that one, Bruce. So Covington, the running back from Manheim Township, on the last few plays for Team Lancaster wearing blue. He gets the touchdown. 13-0 pending the PAT. However, there will be a personal foul penalty assessed on the kickoff after the celebration following Covington's touchdown.
Yeah, boy, these 15-yard penalties on field position really hurt. I mean, it cost the Berks team on this. If you recall, the start of this drive could have been way down around the 15-yard line had it not been for that personal foul call against the Berks squad that gave Lancaster good field position to start that drive.
So Lancaster's up 14-0, 5 minutes, 38 seconds left in the second quarter.
Can I just say, for a high school stadium and having those seats down there at the end zone and not having the nets up and being able to catch the point after attempt when it comes through, that's pretty cool.
It is.
I just have to say.
Well, it's a phenomenal atmosphere here. The weather is beautiful, but we have sets of cheerleaders. We have a band. We have the concessions open. It just really makes it feel like a football Friday.
Well, and the one thing that's beautiful about Ratu Stadium is that, you know, God, we have all these trees around the stadium. It's in a park setting, okay? It's not like this one stadium that's out in the middle of, you know, concrete and asphalt.
Right, we have tennis on one side.
Right, we have the
baseball
community
park
swimming
over there.
pool over there. I mean, right, tennis club right next. This is an incredible complex and just a beautiful setting for any athletic event, let alone, you know, a great football game.
Well, and again, just the tradition and history, you know, with Manheim Central, and I think there's some folks around here that say every Friday night's a football night throughout the year.
Well, all I can say is I'm sure Mike Williams, you know, president of the Manheim Touchdown Club, PA Coach Hall of Famer, he's got to be very pleased. He had a great crowd on hand, and you know, that's what this game's all about.
Bisco to kick off from his own 25 after the personal foul penalty following the Lancaster touchdown. Ball is fielded by Berks Lebanon by number 12. That is Amir Burdine, who you brought up earlier, out of Reading, a multi-sport athlete, but he will be playing football in college for Sacred Heart.
Yeah, and, you know, I've seen this young man over the last couple of years, and it just does my heart well to see him succeed, to move on and, you know, play athletics at the next level. I'll be, you know, it's a shame to see some of these guys go, like J.J. Jordan and Amir and Ruben Rodriguez, you know, out of Berks County there, guys that, you know, over the last few years have gotten to know and everything else. But
Wyomissing quarterback Ben Zeckman in for Berks Lebanon. This first play, though, the handoff goes to number 9, Phoenix Music on the carry. He picks up about 6 on first down, and because of the short field and that play, Berks is already to the Lancaster 42-yard line.
Yeah, certainly not crisis time here, but you know, as we're getting deeper in the second quarter with just a couple ticks over 5 minutes left here, this would be a great opportunity for the Lebanon Berks team to put some points on the board and keep themselves right in this.
It's like on the line for Berks Lebanon is Colazo, Lash, Mason Kettner from Twin Valley, Palange from Exeter, and Kraus from Governor Mifflin.
Yeah, I think that they're just going to call that incidental contact, but I think the receiver actually ran up the back of I don't know. I mean, you tell me what that is. I'm not an official, but I guess that's a good no call.
So no call on the pass on 2nd and 4 brings up 3rd and 4, 4:36 left. Zekman and a quarterback for Wyatt missing on this drive.
I think it's really important for Berks to get some points here, Kerry. What do you think?
Yeah,
Berks, Lebanon Berks. I mean, I keep saying Berks, but it's Lebanon Berks.
or Berks Lebanon.
Berks
Depends if you
Lebanon.
want to go with alphabetical, but I kind of talked about that just a minute ago. Great opportunity here.
Zekman fakes to music and then is wrapped up in the backfield by number 55, Luke Hines, and number 54, Kellen Murphy from Lancaster Catholic. Hines going to Shippensburg, Murphy going to St. Lawrence University.
You know, one of the things I learned doing football games with Kerry Moyer is, you know, watching these defensive and offensive lines. And that defensive line for Lancaster is moving the line of scrimmage back into the Lebanon Berks backfield.
And it's, especially at the next level, it's so huge. I kind of talked about it a little bit earlier. It doesn't matter, D1, FBS, you know, D2. It's like, yeah, there's a lot of bodies out there playing high school ball, but I mean the skill set it takes to be able to perform at the next level, and it's a small pocket of guys out there, and if you can get an offensive line and kind of keep them together and gel together, you know, again, you know, a lot of people, you know, oh, look at the quarterbacks, you know, look at the, you know, the playmakers have the receivers, running backs. Yeah, if you can't get things started up front, you know, it's rough. And you know, these last few seasons, you know, talking about the PSAC, you know, it's like, you know, guys stuck around, but then, you know, you had the COVID years, and it's like, you know, they, you know, have enough credits, are graduating, have great job offers, not coming back, and you know, I've seen a lot of upheaval with that. I know. Getting out to a bunch of the spring games here earlier this year, Millersville's in a pretty good, you know, position, bringing their offensive line back, and you know, it's you know, it's huge. It's huge. You know, defensive line again. You know, it's one of those things. You know, it's, you know, defense can kind of you know, let those guys just go loose, but you know, getting an offensive line and guys that are together and kind of those five guys tackle to tackle that are on the same page and operate as one is you know, is huge. And you know, again, the guys, you know, the sizes of guys now, I mean, you know, when I played D3, you know, the guys that, you know, are the size of you know, they're the size of D2 guys, you know, back in the 80s and, you know, early 90s.
We're at a 1st down and 10 for Berks Lebanon after all that.
Yeah, it had to be a personal foul there,
Yeah,
penalty.
I
Did you see a signal?
I didn't see a flag. I didn't see a signal. I didn't see anything. So
All I saw was moving the ball.
yeah, they moved the ball, and Berks Lebanon maintained for possession. So they get 1 yard on 1st down. 2nd and 9, 3:24 to go, and counting down. Zekman trots out onto the field with the play for Berks Lebanon.
And as I said, Kerry, I think that this is an important possession as the half winds down for Lebanon Berks to get something on the board.
They had a chance earlier. They looked pretty good, but a missed field goal leaves them with 0 so far on the board. Zekman looks deep, goes for Burdine. Oh, just out of his hands, off his fingertips. Would have been an excellent catch if he were able to haul it in.
Boy, sure looked like it was the right read, and he just throws it as he's breaking open, but, oh, just through his fingertips. Oh, my.
Pretty decent job up front there. They did get some pressure off the edge up top from right the end. Again, kind of, you know, sitting here now looking at like a 3rd and 9, you know, would guess this is going to be another, you know, passing down. And with 2:57 left in the field position, you got 2 plays in this drive left.
3rd and 9, 2:57 to go. Zekman back, under pressure again, escapes, then tosses it for Exeter's number 2, Jovan Hollis. Good coverage, though, falls incomplete.
And again, that defensive rush by the line there, Kerry, just giving the quarterback for the Lebanon Berks team just no time to throw the ball.
No, and that, coming off that right edge, I talked about a play ago. Again, it's a guy that's slated to go to Shippensburg. Luke Hines, he's really kind of forced some things coming off the edge there, those last two plays, and kind of sets it up to what I, kind of foreshadowed here the play before. Pretty much same situation now, 4th and 9, and they're obviously going to go for it.
Zeckman has it under pressure once again, this time by Aiden Shorter. He throws a desperation pass, but there's no one there. Turnover on downs by Team Berks Lebanon. Lancaster will get the ball back with 2 minutes 42 seconds left here in the first half.
Oh my, that was big Aiden Shorter from Hempfield all over him, trying to get him, and nowhere to throw the football.
Okay, so flipping it over here, opportunity for the Lancaster squad to, make this a 3-score game.
Yeah, you don't want to let it get out of hand towards the end of the first half. Already a 2-possession game, 14-0 favor Lancaster, and they've got the ball now here. Back at quarterback is Jack Reed, number 6 from Warwick. He throws on first down, and it goes for 11, 12, still not taken down. That is number 21, Brendan Snyder, his teammate for Warwick, and that is a first down on the first play of this drive.
Yeah, and look at him just trying to get every bit of yardage that he can. Maybe the smart play was to just try and get out of bounds and stop the clock as we're running things down, but still, he got the first down to stop the clock.
The pass was complete to Brendan Snyder. Good for a first down. Reed is the quarterback.
Little quarterback draw on first down here. Picks up about 5, but the clock, as Bruce said, is continuing to run. We're approaching 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Good defensive push there by the Lebanon Berks line. Not a lot there, but still making Reed making a positive out of a negative there.
Yeah, nice job by the right tackle there from E-Town. Lyndon Olson kind of walling that off and providing that running lane.
Reed will throw again with protection from number 20, Orlando Stoltzfus. Pass falls incomplete, intended for number 8, Javon Parker. Broken up on the play by number 3, Makai Cooper from Wilson.
Yeah, good defense. And again, it's really difficult here because everybody's out on an island. There's no help from anybody else. So those guys are just out there flying without a parachute and doing a really great job in the defensive secondary for both teams.
Flying without a parachute.
Yeah. You don't want me to break into my Star Trek stuff yet, do you?
Let's say
Reed is under pressure. He's calling his own number. Kramer is trying to chase him down, but Reed's going to pick up the first down and get out of bounds. That'll stop the clock and give Team Lancaster a reset.
Really good play there, outrunning the defense to the outside and just gets out of bounds.
Berks Lebanon, 39-yard line. First and 10 Lancaster.
Gonna buckle up the chin strap time here for Lebanon Berks. Really need to get out of this half without giving up any more points.
Kyle Lash and Charles Joof, the interior defensive linemen for Team Berks Lebanon right now. Draven Click and Nick Weitzel, the ends, and Weitzel is able to grab onto Reed. He skirts 3, but then is wrapped out by a few other Berks Lebanon defenders. Taken down, no gain.
Yeah, and we kind of talked about Lash earlier and, just his motor and not giving up on plays. That one as well. It was the thing of he's just tenacious in his pursuit. And, it just shows. So, again, he's headed off to Albright, right in Reading. And, they're getting a tenacious player.
Reed under pressure, and he is sacked by Team Berks Lebanon. That is a combined sack from number 7, Nick Weitzel from Wilson, and number 52, Charles Joof, the defensive lineman from Muhlenberg.
I'll tell you what, they got a hold of him, and they were not going to let him go. Great effort there, but just a big play at the right time there by that Lebanon Berks defense.
Lancaster's letting the clock run. We're down to 25 seconds. They face a 3rd and 25. It'll be interesting to see what Coach George Egger calls for this one.
I think you got to go deep. Last play of the half, an all-star game. You're ahead by 14 points. Why not? Chuck it.
And Coach Egger instead decides to take a timeout with 8 seconds left. Again, 3rd and 25. Lancaster leads Berks Lebanon 14-0 as we approach halftime.
Well, I want to thank Manor Golf Course for all their support. Great fun, great views, great value, great golf. Manor Golf Course. Call 610-678-9567 or go online at themanorgolfclub.com to book a tee time. Just one of the best places to play in the area. Really, anybody from Lancaster area and Berks area, access to Manor Golf. Great practice facility. Free short game area. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. And love to go there. Love to practice there. Manor Golf. Thanks so much for your support of this broadcast.
Eight seconds left here on the clock in the second quarter. Home team, Lancaster All-Stars, are up 14-0 over the Berks Lebanon contingency.
Double twin set for Lancaster. Stoltzfus next to Reed. Reed takes it in the shotgun, and he is sacked by, once again, who else? Number 51 from Exeter, Kyle Lash. That is his second of the first half.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting here, guys. There's an MVP of both teams here right now. I mean, there's a defensive player kind of leading both MVP awards.
Both sides, Bruce, like you said. I would say in the first half, the one that stood out to me for Lancaster was Tyler Hurst, and on Berks Lebanon, it was Kyle Lash. Both defensive linemen, both who were outstanding defensive linemen of the year for their sections in the Lancaster Lebanon League, so I guess we shouldn't be really surprised.
So what have we got here? An untimed down?
I think there was 1 second left when Coach Egger took another timeout.
Okay.
They just have not adjusted the clock. So we're going to get one more play on 4th and 28. And now, Bruce, we are definitely looking for some kind of shot deep towards the end zone, or perhaps we got a trick play. Does Coach Egger got a trick play up his sleeve?
Usually those trick plays are very apropos in these all-star games. Everybody kind of overcommits, but the main thing is that, look, it's still just man defense, so everybody's going to stay on their guy.
So it looks like a max protection type of situation here. They had twins up top. We've seen Lancaster a couple times, as Joe pointed out, with twins up top and down below, and they've kind of gotten a little bit vertical out of it. So
looks like there was encroachment on Berks Lebanon. Going to give 5 free yards, make it a little bit easier to get to the end zone here. It's going to be 4th and 23 for Lancaster with 1 second left here in the first half. 14-0 Lancaster over Berks Lebanon All-Stars. So looking for a heave to the end zone from Warwick quarterback Jack Reed.
Tell you that the quality of football, I think, has been really good here this first half, and I think that's just a testament to the talent on both sides.
If the rules permit, how about a hook and ladder?
I got to believe it. It can. Ooh, that's going to do it.
Intended for Elijah Cunningham from Reed, falls incomplete. So at halftime at Retu Stadium in Mannheim, the Lancaster All-Stars lead the Berks Lebanon All-Stars 14-0.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kerry, as I just mentioned there, really like the the quality of play that we saw in the first half. Very good play calling. I think, as you talked about a lot during the first half there, I think that the line play on both teams, outstanding defensively and offensive line play. So we're getting ready for some awards that are going to be upcoming here by the Lancaster, or by the Mannheim Touchdown Club. So stick with us here at halftime. We'll have the Manheim Touchdown Club Awards coming right up on the Tri-County All-Star Game with the Lancaster team leading Lebanon Berks 14-0. We'll be back in a little while.
Lineman of the Year awards are Tyler Hurst of Garden Spot and David Polly of Hempfield. Tyler is the son of Dwight and Donna Hurst. He has been a dominant trench player for the Garden Spot Spartans for the last 3 seasons. His play is characterized by aggressiveness, grit, and relentlessness. Off the field, Tyler is known as a great teammate, hard worker, and a young man of integrity and an excellent sense of humor. Tyler has also been a force on the wrestling mat for the Spartans the last 3 seasons. As a sophomore, Tyler was second-team section defensive tackle. As a junior, he developed into a first-team guard and a defensive tackle, as well as a second-team All-PFN All-State selection. As a senior, Tyler repeated as a team section guard and defensive tackle, as well as a Section 3 Defensive Lineman of the Year and Lineman of the Year. He was also named to the All-League team and the PA Sports Writers 5A All-State team at defensive tackle. Tyler will attend Millardville University, where he will major in construction management and will be part of the Marauders wrestling squad. The Spartan athletic community will miss Tyler's dominance on the field and mat, as well as his sizable personality off the field. David is the son of Sayonara Polly and Tamua Luana. He is a rising senior and has been a major contributor for the Hempfield Black Knights the last 2 seasons. David has excelled on both sides of the ball as an offensive and defensive lineman. His production has earned him national and local notoriety. As a sophomore, he was a first-team Section 1 interior defensive lineman. As a junior, David earned first-team honors as an offensive and interior defensive lineman. He was named Defensive Lineman of the Year, as well as Outstanding Lineman of the Year in Section 1. This past season, David was a Pennsylvania 6A All-State selection as a defensive lineman. His production on the field has earned him over 20 Division I scholarship offers that include nationally prominent programs such as Ohio State, Penn State, Notre Dame, USC, Michigan, and South Carolina, to name a few. David plans to announce his college decision in August. The winner of the 2022 Manheim Touchdown Club Big School Lineman of the Year Award is Tyler Hurst of Garden Spot.
You'll see how much it's delayed. Didn't even win yet.
Congratulations, Tyler and David, and best wishes as you move forward.
With that. Start backing out. There you go.
The finalists for the Small School Lineman of the Year are Charles Shepard of Hamburg area and Jevin Williams of Wyomissing.
Didn't even win yet.
Charles is a son of Karsten Shepard and Yemi Aro. He is a 4-year starter on the offensive and defensive line and has been an integral part of the success of Hamburg area football during that span. Charles is exceptionally quick and very explosive at 6'2", 280. He set a school record his senior year with 21 and a half tackles for loss. He played one of his finest career games in the District 3 semifinal versus Wyomissing. He also played a key role in assisting several offensive skill players as well as his team offense in setting many school records during the Hawks' 9-win 2022 season. Charles is a member of the winningest senior class in Hamburg area history. He was named the Lancaster Lebanon League Section 5 Lineman of the Year, earning section offensive line and defensive line first team honors, and was named Eastern PA Football News second team. He is a member of the PA Football News Lancaster Lebanon League Berks football coaches all academic teams. For his career, Charles has 109 tackles, 29 and a half tackles for loss, 12 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, and 2 touchdowns. He will play football at Kutztown University in the fall. Jevin is the son of Yvette Casuela and Richard Williams Sr. Jevin was a huge part of the Spartan success in the last few years. Jevin was a 3-year letter winner and a 2-year starter and was part of helping Wyomissing earn 3 league titles, 3 district titles, and a career record of 37-3. Jevin's accomplishments include being a 2-time All-Berks County selection, 2-time Berks County Offensive Lineman of the Year, 2-time All-State Newspaper Writers Offensive Lineman selection, two-time All-State Coaches Offensive Lineman Selection, Eastern PA Football 3A Player of the Year, and Mr. PA Football Small School Lineman of the Year. He was Section 4 Lineman of the Year, Offensive Lineman of the Year, and All-League Offensive Lineman and Defensive Lineman this past season. He was also a Max Prep First Team All-American, along with playing in the Adidas All-American game. Kevin was rated as a 5-star recruit with well over 20 D1 offers. He was an anchor on the offensive line the last 2 seasons, playing offensive guard and a pivotal piece of the lead guard, often taking out multiple players on sweep plays. Kevin was also an elite track and field athlete, winning 2 state titles last spring in the shot put and discus, establishing a PIAA 2A record in the shot. He is currently an early enrollee at Penn State, playing left tackle for the Nittany Lions. Kevin is also a finalist for the Small School Player of the Year. And the winner of the 2022 Man on Touchdown Club Small School Lineman of the Year Award is Kevin Williams of Wyomissing. Congratulations to Charles and Kevin. Our next awards were for the Man on Touchdown Club Special Teams Player of the Year. Our finalists for Big School Special Teams Player, Cam Jones of Wilson, Adam Knoll of Conrad Weiser. Cam is the son of Jeremy Jones and Nia Tenney Jones. He is a 2-time first-team Big School All-State pick as an athlete and was chosen to represent Pennsylvania in the Big 33 Classic this spring. Cam was selected first team in the LL Section 1 at 4 positions: running back, defensive back, kick returner, and long snapper. He was also chosen as an outstanding offensive back, outstanding defensive back, and a player of the year. As a senior running back, Cam rushed for 978 yards on 108 carries for 9.1 yards per carry average. As a 3-year starter at defensive back, he was so respected the teams only challenged him 8 times in 11 games and deflected 4 of those passes. It was as a kick returner where he was most feared. After returning 3 kickoffs for touchdowns as a junior and the first kickoff as a senior, teams refused to kick to him and squibbed every kickoff the rest of the season. After returning 4 punts for touchdowns as a junior, teams did everything they could to not punt by punting the ball out of bounds. He still managed to field 6 punts and return 5 for touchdowns. For all his accomplishments, both as a leader on and off the field, as well as his athletic prowess, Cam was a finalist for the Mini-Max Award for high school football players and was selected as the Lidditz Lions Club Section 1 Player of the Year. He was elected captain by his peers. He has accepted a full athletic scholarship to play football at Holy Cross. Cam is also a finalist for the Big School Player of the Year. Adam is the son of Nicole Moore and Kevin Knoll. He is a 3-year letterman and a 3-year starter for the Scouts. He helped the Scouts flip the field and put points on the board each year. In his senior season, Adam averaged 40 yards per punt and hit 6 field goals. He tied the school record for the longest field goal with a 46-yarder at Lampeter Strasburg. Adam also had 9 touchbacks throughout the season. Adam was recognized for his efforts by being named All-State Punter for 4A, Berks County Specialist of the Year, All-Berks Kicker and Punter, and Lancaster Lebanon League First Team Kicker and Punter. He was also on the academic team for his school all 3 years. Adam will be attending East Stroudsburg University to major in physical education and continue his football career. The winner of the 2022 Man on Touchdown Club Big School Special Teams Player of the Year is Cam Jones of Wilson. Congratulations, Cam and Adam. Nominated and the winner of the 2022 Manheim Touchdown Club Small School Special Team Player of the Year is Josiah J.J. Jordan of Berks Catholic. Josiah is the son of Anisha and Sheldon Jordan. As a four-year starter for Berks Catholic, Josiah J.J. Jordan is an explosive athlete that produced on the football field. On offense, J.J. averaged almost 8 yards per carry, leading the Saint with 1,217 yards rushing on 157 carries. His total of 23 touchdowns was among the best in the LL League.
Okay, fans, just wanted to break in here for a moment. Had a little item here going on in the stands that's going to delay us a little bit. And we're going to be back here in a little while. Sorry about the delay, but little incident in the stands is going to slow things down here a little bit. So stick with us. We're going to have a little bit of an extended halftime, but we will be back with the second half as soon as we can. Thanks for sticking with us. Hi, fans. Thanks for sticking with us here. Unfortunately, we're in a bit of a delay. Had an issue in the stands during the halftime, and right now we're just waiting for information on when we're going to get started. So if you can just hang in there, we'll bring announcements as information becomes available here at the Tri-County All-Star Game. Thanks for sticking with us. Okay, Bruce Badgley back with you here at the Manhunt Touchdown Club Tri-County All-Star Game. As you can see on your screen there, we've had a bit of an incident with a fan in the stands that has caused a delay. At this particular point, not really sure whether we're going to continue or not. We're tied, or it's 14-0 in favor of the Lancaster Lebanon, or the Lancaster team. And I'm not entirely sure what's going to transpire, but I'm sure we're going to get an announcement shortly. As I said, during the halftime, during the presentation of awards, there was an incident with a person in the stands that caused an immediate stoppage to the festivities that were going on, and subsequently has delayed here the second half. I'm sure that when we are given an announcement by the public address. And, boy, that's just not looking good. Looks like the guys are taking off their pads, and it sure looks like that's it, Carrie. As I said, there was a kind of a heart-wrenching issue in the stands with a fan during the halftime.
I'm sorry that the teams and the coaches and everybody have decided we cannot continue the game. The award finalists, if you would please still go to the sideline, and we will hand out the awards.
Okay, so you heard it there from the public address. At this particular point, the game is over, and we're going to do some awards. So we're going to hang with us here as we do the awards coming up here, so stick with us. Okay, Bruce Badgley with you once again. Unfortunately, due to this incident that happened in the stands during the halftime, the game has been called at halftime with Lancaster ahead 14-0. And there'll be some upcoming awards. At this particular point, we're just going to end our broadcast. And, I'm sure that news will disseminate on, what happened in the stands. We're not going to report that here right now because we really don't have any information credible at our disposal. All we do know is that the Manheim Touchdown Club Tri-County All-Star Game has been called at halftime with Lancaster ahead 14-0. So listen, thanks for joining us here on Fox 43, SSP Network, and we look forward to seeing you on our next broadcast in the fall. And take care, and good night, everybody.